Hi, it's Devious Mermaids. I'm back with another video. I know it's been naturally much longer than I promised it would be since my last posting. A lot has happened to me in the last month. I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety surrounding my neighborhood, which is what we're going to talk about today. So, for those of you that don't know, I live in Soulard, St. Louis. It is a very, I guess you would call it like hipster neighborhood. It's mostly older people, like 30s, 40s, 50s that are like homeowners. And then the people renting are more, you know, my age, like 20s. We don't know what we're doing. We're just here to have fun. But it's a great neighborhood. It's wonderful. If you ever move to St. Louis, I highly recommend looking into Soulard and checking with Red Brick St. Louis. They helped us find this amazing apartment. If you don't already know, I live in a storefront that was renovated years ago to be an apartment, and it's beautiful, and all of this beautiful lighting is coming from my, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 windows that make up the front of my house. So it's fabulous. I live in between two bars, across the street from a bar, across the street from a pizza place. There's a barbecue joint right over there. There's a cupcake place right over there. Sweet Divine Bakery. They're amazing. Shout out to Nikki. She's amazing. She works there. She's great. The cupcake place and the barbecue place have been on Food Network. This is a really, really popular area, and so we constantly have people coming in and out, especially during lunchtime hours. I've said before, so many police officers come here for lunch, I'm never gonna know if there's a real emergency or if they're just really hungry. And, but so when we moved here, everybody said, oh, you're living like right in Mardi Gras Central. And when people said that the apartment we chose was in the middle of like the whole party, I didn't quite realize that they were dead serious. Like, our entire block gets shut down. The street in front of my house, like I open my door, it's a parade route. And Soulard and St. Louis in general, they tend to celebrate Mardi Gras forever. It's something like January 6th through March 2nd. So my entire neighborhood for, you know, almost 2 months is just completely, there's constantly huge crowds. There are porta potties everywhere. There's broken beer bottles everywhere. There's people coming up and like, I wonder if this is an apartment, with me sitting like a foot from the glass. It's really, really weird. And so having anxiety like I do, it has been a horrible struggle. On the average night, I like to keep all my windows open because I like to people watch and I like to interact with people, and people love to ask us questions about our house and the dogs and stuff like that. So I'm totally fine with like the occasional interaction. But some days it is just too much. Like, they did Taste of Soulard Saturday, I think, and I took some melatonin, I put some headphones in, and I just shut myself in my bedroom and waited for the crowds to go away because it was so loud and there were so many drunk people that if you're a person who doesn't have anxiety, you are so lucky. I don't know how you live your life. Well, I guess I do because I get to see people living their lives without anxiety. But like, for a person with anxiety, it is insane to go out into a crowd like that where people are bumping into you and talking to you and taking pictures of you, and or ignoring you and just like bumping and like, you know, being rowdy or whatever. There's definitely more pros than cons to living in Soulard. And you know, we've been welcomed by the community, and it's been so wonderful to make a few friends here. And you know, they're just as we're all just weird together. And they've been thankfully very understanding of my my anxiety, and like, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to ride on a float during Mardi Gras. I'm good watching from my house with a nice glass barrier. But so yeah, Dealing with anxiety here, hit or miss. Sometimes it's just too much and I just have to like remove myself from the situation. Sometimes I just have to leave and like go see a movie, or I don't know. I really like IKEA. I go to IKEA all the time, just pretend I live there. So sometimes that's how I deal with my stress living here, and then most of the time it's fine. So while there are a lot of crowds and a lot of rowdy people, we do love them for the most part, and I deal with it the best that I can as a person with anxiety. I definitely would think it's not a reason to move here. Oh, that came out wrong. I definitely would still have moved here knowing just how crazy it can get. I love my apartment, I love my neighborhood, I love my neighbors, I love the businesses, I love, you know, the snow and the farmer's market. It's wonderful to live here. And knowing all of the anxiety producing situations that would come up, I would definitely still move here. So yeah, that's my take on living in Soulard and living in an area, in a popular area with anxiety. You know, it's difficult, but it's so worth it, especially if you can get yourself out of your comfort zone and get involved in some of the activities. Maybe not all of them, but at least some of them. It will make a difference and you will feel better about living there. So that's the video. As always, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Please let me know in the comments what you want a video about, because right now I'm just rambling into a camera and I have no idea what else you want me to talk about. So